My next guest served in the George H.W. Bush administration. He is the author of the book, Contempt. Ken Starr is former Whitewater independent counsel, former United States Circuit Judge, and former U.S. Solicitor General under President George H.W. Bush. Good to see you, Ken Starr. Thanks very much for joining us this morning.
Hey, thank you, Maria.
Your thoughts on the life and legacy of one of our great presidents, 41.
Oh, what a great man. What a good man, filled with compassion and kindness, and yet very firm. He was a patriot. Obviously, he served his country in World War II, and I view him as one of the greatest members of the greatest generation. He became a pioneer. He could have lived the good life in Connecticut. We know his background, but he came to my native state of Texas, where he made his business fortune, but he moved very promptly into public service. No one in his generation had his record of distinguished service in position after position, obviously, in 1988 being elected President of the United States.
Yeah, I agree, and I know that he had great confidence and trust in you. Let me take you to today's business, if you will, and I've been watching the Clinton affair. And even though I was there and I reported on it, you know, you forget so many things. And I watched you in this A&E documentary series. You did a great job there. Can you compare today to what you were doing back then in terms of the Mueller investigation versus impeachment proceedings back in the day with President Clinton?
Right. The unifying theme is you never know what's going to come in the door. You don't know what the Attorney General is going to assign to you. Bob Mueller has had some add-ons to his original mandate of looking into whether there was collusion. And as we know, Maria, there's no public evidence whatsoever of any collusion with Russian organizations. We know the Russians were badly interfering with American politics and the campaign. But, for example, all this issue the last few weeks about WikiLeaks and Julian Assange and Roger Stone, I mean, these are fairly new characters coming onto the stage. Yeah. And that's the point. You never know what's going to happen, who's going to come in. You also don't know who's going to cooperate. As I outlined in the book, we couldn't get cooperation from Susan McDougal. Apparently, Bob is not getting cooperation from Paul Manafort.
Ken, thank you so much.